On a rainy night in October, a torrential downpour cascaded down, its cold drops streaking across the car window. Inside the brightly lit car, I sat quietly, listening to an old recording of a heated conversation. There was no video, only sound, but it was enough to convey the tension, chaos, and ultimately, a happiness that words couldn't describe. The conversation began with muffled voices, the sound of rain, and the car moving on the road. They were in a vehicle, and a man's voice, hurried and anxious, said, "Get it out quick." Another voice replied, "It seems to have been drinking. It even has tattoos." The sounds of the engine, the wind, and the men's conversation about something worth 5,000 yuans that someone had beaten to death filled the air. A woman's voice interjected with doubt, "Is it dead?" A man with a resolute and determined tone answered, "No, I have to save it." Amidst the disjointed, chaotic dialogue, I could sense the urgency and struggle. They were trying to rescue an animal, a dog, a husky. It seemed the dog had been beaten and thrown out of the car by its drunken owner. The dog lay motionless, its body cold and convulsing, but a voice full of humanity and determination cut through the chaos, overpowering the complaints and indifferent remarks of the others. "This is a life. I have to save it." This was a statement, a vow. No matter what others thought or said, he would follow his heart. They began a desperate fight to save the dog's life. They quickly put it in the car, trying every way to warm its body. They used towels, jackets, even their own clothes to wrap it. The sounds of the men working frantically, their quick breaths, all were focused on one single purpose: to save the dog. "It's still alive. I saw it move," a man cried out hopefully. This was a ray of light in the darkness. Even a slight movement was a sign of life, a reason for them to keep trying. A woman's voice cut in, "Why are you saving it? It's just a dog, right?" This might have sounded heartless, but it's a question many people ask. Why should we care about an animal when there is so much human suffering in the world? And the man's answer moved me to tears. "This is a life. I have to save it." It was more than an explanation. It was a philosophy. Every life is precious. Even a small animal has the right to live, be loved, and be respected. The recording continued with emotional exchanges. They confronted the dog's previous owner, the man who had been drinking and had thrown the dog out of the car. The owner said, "It's just a dog. Why are you making such a big deal?" But the man who saved the dog responded, "This dog is worth 5,000 yuans. Don't you feel guilty for beating it to death? Don't you love your son? What will he think if he finds out you killed his dog?" These humane questions silenced the owner. He had no excuse. This was a profound lesson on the value of compassion. Kindness may not have a monetary value, but it can change a destiny. The man who saved the dog wasn't a hero, but he was a testament to the fight against indifference. He didn't need power. With a heart full of love and a small act, he created a miracle. After much effort, a miracle happened. The dog slowly woke up, its breathing became steadier, and its convulsions gradually stopped. A joyful cheer erupted in the car. The men sighed with relief, their eyes filled with happiness. Their initial rough and rude words were replaced by gentle and caring ones. Finally, a tender voice said, "Let's call it Majestic Eagle." Majestic Eagle, like a strong eagle that can fly high and free. This name wasn't just a name. It was a blessing, a promise of a new life filled with hope and joy. The recording ended, leaving me with a profound sense of emotion. It wasn't just a story about rescuing a dog. It was a lesson on humanity, the value of every life, and the power of love. Kindness can exist anywhere, even in people who seem rude and rough. We don't need to be great to do good deeds. With a loving heart and a small act, we can create a miracle. This story will forever be a reminder of love, courage, and boundless compassion.